right, Mornin, it is time for the Blitz Tournament Finals. It has been a crazy week of seeds, as some of you may have seen, but we are getting to the finals here, and we have Kamerson versus Hoyetly. Joining us on comms today is Vern Dash. Welcome and Mornin.
Morning, welcome in everyone for another exciting Blitz final, where we're sure to see yet another 3.5 casino that takes over 2 hours.
No. That'll never happen. Not at all. But we all saw Hoyetly play a perfectly fine, well-hinted seed last time on Restream, right?
Yeah, in fact, I think I at least have seen Hoy play 3 perfectly fine, well-hinted, never a casino in your life seeds, including one against you in the first round.
Yeah, that one was, I picked, I let him win. That's what happened.
Yo, that's what I told myself too when I lost to Edda by a minute. I was like, oh, the tree, is that in the castle surroundings region? No, of course not. I'm just gonna forget about that for 3 minutes and let Edda win by 1.
Yeah. See, we're too kind. That's why we're out round 1.
Exactly. Not good enough to be here. Not this round.
However, the person I let win beat the person that you let win. So clearly, I was the correct person. I have no idea what that means. Anyway, let's go ahead and get over to the race screen, shall we? And we got Tiny Chunky start with Gorilla Grab, Peanut, and Mini Monkey. Now, if you know Sarah Seas, she usually likes to give you a starting slam. Not today.
No, and honestly, any seed that you start with a Kong and their best move, it's kind of a good seed. I mean, for Tiny, it's always Mini. For Chunky, it's Punch. For Diddy, it's Peanuts. For Lanky, it's no moves, because all of Lanky's moves are bad. I guess it's actually probably Grape. But, like, anytime you have, like, a Kong and their best move, it's always nice, especially because it, like, alters your opener. Like, the runners are both going to check Banana Fairy Isles here, because it's an extra check now in 3.5, the Banana Fairy's gift. And then there's a lot of different checks and levels that, you know, when you get access into areas like with Mini, gives you a lot of new checks and a lot of new accesses. You gotta think about it in logic.
That being said, you do get the Banana Fairy Island right away to start with, and the starting, like, with the animation where you get the camera and shockwave attack is a check now. For those who haven't seen very many Season 3.5 seeds. So that'll be something to watch out for at the beginning as our players do their usual rounds at the beginning. That being said, if you are watching live on Twitch, get your channel point bets in now. And we should go ahead and get this started. I will let the race mod Nintendo Sarah know we can start.
Also, both these runners are people who run bean blitz seeds with me on a regular, so expect them to, if they see the bean in a shop or somewhere they can get it, they are going to go get it. These are 2 heavy bean lovers.
All right, the race room has started, so we are going to start shortly. Here we go.
There we are.
We're a little desynced here, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Caves level 2. R&D 1 potion.
All
yeah,
right.
We immediately have someone going. Hoyetly is going right in to the Fairy Island. 2 GB caves.
It's a move I like. You know, every now and again when you get like spring with Diddy as a start and you're like, oh, this means there's like always something right on the spring barrel and creme. Same logic here. You get Mini and Tiny to start, it's gonna put something there right away. Port. We always need that. Does it matter? Who knows? But we're probably gonna see our runners go up and get that.
There's another purple potion.
Okay, game. So that's Sax or Twirl. And
I don't
Hoy
know,
did pick the reward.
Maybe a no logic seed got generated and that's actually Feather.
No logic seeds do sound kind of fun. We did peek the BFI reward. It was just a gold banana. And Tiny Diddy in Helm. Okay. So that purple potion has some increased value given it's a 50-50 to be Sax.
For clarification, all DK64 randomizer seeds you see on this channel, unless they say no logic, is going to be basically made with the fact that they are beatable and 101%able. So there is logic ensuring that everything is gettable when these players play these seeds. Oh no, there's Lanky right away.
Small routing advantage to Hoy, just being able to get this first, though I'm not sure it's going to matter. We don't have any moves for Lanky, so not likely to yield anything out of the way immediately. But hey,
yeah, you don't get it. You don't get anything useful with Lanky's moves anyway. Like that rabbit, you don't need him.
What do you mean, dude? It's clear you gotta race the rabbit. And you know what? You said that. We're racing the rabbit this seed. I'm just telling you now.
All right. Well, I'll believe it when I see it. Anyway, level 1 Aztec. Another hint here.
Yeah, this is one of the better level ones. 8 and Diddy. And that's the one potion in R&D too, right?
Yep. Maybe. Both hits we saw are just R&D.
Yeah.
Also, shouts to the 0 GBB locker.
Classic moment.
S6 shops is keys 4 and chunky phase.
Interesting. Could this be diving then, perhaps? Yep, there it is.
So diving is in the shop. Meanwhile, we have Feather Bow.
Oh! I was gonna be like, Hoy got a little bit unlucky, not realizing there's no GBs on aisles and doesn't need to make this kind of like back of aisles play to look for his GB. Because he's clearly looking for a single GB to enter into level 1, right? But no, massive turnaround. Probably Feather into Sax, or even if it's Twirl. Twirl's huge early on.
Yeah, we're almost certainly going to see Hoyetly going to get that purple potion in a second. We have another potion though. Oh. No one needs that.
We hope we don't need that.
I'm speaking into existence. No one needs that.
PTT, so not Sax. Little unfortunate.
Definitely good for them to check though.
Agree. And PTT is a really nice quality of life move that can really speed you up.
If you didn't catch it, there is a chunky key in the Aztec tiny shop here. So we're going to see Kamerson go back there and buy that, and we're going to find out what it is.
I'm willing to bet that is either key 2 or 5, just because, you know, access to another level is really needed early on in CLO.
It is in fact key 2.
It's actually interesting that we found Charge and Twirl this early. That's a combination of moves that can add up to Aztec Lobby. Logically speaking, of course. You obviously don't actually need Twirl to get that thing, but in logic, it is a tiny...
We do not have Diddy yet, though, so we'll have to wait until we have Diddy to check it.
True. We're gonna look at Funky to see if there's anything else that can be on the path to 4 and Chunky. Otherwise, that is definitely diving to 4 and Chunky. So... Feather does let Hoy get in.
No!
Oh, no. Oh, I was about to just make some suggestions about, like, diving plus Feather for Tiny Temple, but Feather is real important for Forest Tiny Metal.
I will say they already have like basically everything they need for tiny metal and forest though already. So it's not as terrifying this seed as it would be some other seeds.
Unless Cam doesn't go to the back of aisles before getting in the forest. Because diving and mini will get you there with feather, but not without feather. You would need punch to be able to make that a thing.
I have seen Cam hold off on aisles training area for long periods of time, so we'll see if he actually does it today. I feel like when you have 3 Kongs and multiple rainbow coins, though, it's a little bit foolish to hold off. We'll see, though.
That said, we have key 2, and
orange throwing.
Oh, wow. There's the lanky hint.
So Tiny CV Roads also had the orange throwing.
Okay.
There's castle level 3. So forest tiny is the donk.
Is that just forest tiny metal then?
That would seem like it would be the case. I'm curious to see where... Oh, rip. I'm curious to see where forest actually is in this progression, though. Obviously, we don't have... It's not level 3, but it could be level 4.
Yeah, my guess would be level 4 because we have diving.
Oh, well, that's a 46 GB castle. We're not going there anytime soon.
Castle.
All right, on to level 4. It's forest, and Cam did not go Isles training area.
How much you get in 9? So we're gonna have to go into caves. Will Cam go back of aisles in the hopes of more GBs? Looking like no.
I think that was Cabin's dead. I barely was able to see that hint.
It was Cabin's area foolish, yeah.
Cool.
So Hoy probably gonna go into tiny 5-door here, right? I mean, that's 2 checks.
Yeah, that's 2 checks. It's good value.
And then, I mean, I feel like you have to, like, I mean, he hasn't gone to the back area near Candy yet anyway, so he's going to go over there to get that key 2 regardless. Especially with the hint that just told you where it was. But I feel like he's going to go into Tiny Temple too. Feather, diving, mini, that's another check there. 2nd check with the freestanding. Yeah, I think it's worth it.
Oh, there's another purple potion this early.
Is that Sax? It has to be, right?
It is. You already have every tiny move in the game, and we're only 8 minutes in.
What a route outcome. I mean, just one small choice cascading into a series of outcomes. I mean, Feather just gave you everything.
Yeah, it looks like this is gonna be a pause exit to the Aztec area, or sorry, the Candy area in Aztec. I mean, and we will see key 2 being obtained here momentarily. Very slow GB start here. Only 3 golden bananas in the first 10 minutes. We'll see if that progression plays out, because like we did see that 46 GB castle. No castle hints yet though, so there's no real sense of urgency to get as many GBs as possible.
Agree. Boy is also short a coin here. A little unfortunate. But he's gonna know where the coin's gonna be found. He can head into the Tiny Temple and get 3 in the corner. There's a couple around here just in the little alcoves. So all very accessible. And yeah, this is... I mean, if you gotta go over and get the coins anyway, it's just gonna push you sort of in towards Tiny Temple anyway, so.
No jetpack today. Sorry, fans.
What about the haters? Can I be a jetpack hater?
I mean, you're gonna be winning most seeds because it's usually not required.
True.
I think that was a rainbow coin in there. Very nifty little peek.
Much easier to do with Diddy than Tiny, but very possible with Tiny all the same. It's not logical to get Chunky's medal here, but you can actually get Chunky's medal out of logic just by being able to have access to Tiny Temple. If you do a little bit of a circuit around the totem area. But probably not going to see that be done right away out of logic. No need to do that slowly. What's really interesting is because Hoy has all these tiny moves, it's going to help Hoy get all these GBs in caves. I mean, 2 GBs from Sax for the Igloo. We have oranges in logic, which makes me almost feel like there's got to be something maybe on the tiny cat. Oh no, Captain's foolish, so probably not actually. But like,
no,
it's going to help with that GB progression into forest like a lot.
That tiny Igloo is very quick. That's 2 checks. Looks like we're also going to see Vulture here before we leave, which is fine. It's early.
Lost door here in caves, so not a hint there.
Oh my god! This is a huge pull if this is 5.
Wow. And the bean! I told you Cam would buy the bean.
Cam may not know the lore yet, but at least he has the bean.
I can hear the bean got echoing through the chat. Hoy just lost. Hoy, where's the FF? Now, I mean, whatever key this is enormous, right? But it's especially enormous if it's 5.
The big problem about this check when you have Feather or Grape only, it takes 5 hits to kill this Vulture.
Actually, this is key 4. Just kidding, this is key 4. Diving's on the path to key 4.
Yeah, that's true. So we do get an additional level off of this. Good call. This is why we take homing ammo in here during the speedrun. Anyway, there's key 4. Very good find.
That's just an incredible pull. And, I mean, it's just multiplicative advantage at this point for Hoy. I have to think, right? I mean, obviously that's not logical. You need Grape, so depending on how far Grape is, level 5 that key 4 unlocks may not even be GB accessible for us yet, but it's still a big deal to have that, because God knows where any kind of direct hinting is. That's key 4. We have a key 4 hint. We have no indication besides that. It could be there. There's no guarantee you're going to get another key 4 hint that says, oh, look in Tiny Temple, or like Grape to the path of key 4 or anything like that, you know?
But I will say, though, I've watched Kamerson do so many of these high-stakes races, and you can never, ever count out Kamerson.
Fully agree. I've seen Cam in races I've just run with him, like in calls for fun or just actual like street races, do incredible comebacks from 10 minutes behind, 50 minutes behind. So nothing is over just yet. Gorilla Gone at the top there too, and surroundings to 7. The seed is handing us a lot of our answers. I mean,
Underground is 1 potion. Unfortunately, I missed how much GBs that was.
I also did. I did not see that.
47. Okay, cool. Thank you, chat.
47. Cool.
Meanwhile, Kamerson is backing up to Training Grounds. Did not get enough golden bananas, but he does finally acquire Featherbow. Not sure if he feels bad or not about it, but he does have it. Honestly, not too far behind where Hoyetly is, so
like, yeah, he got it 10 minutes late, but that doesn't mean he's 10 minutes behind. It's more like maybe like 5-ish, maybe 4, just because, I mean, he was doing checks while it happened. Like, you're gonna have to, because of the GB numbers on the doors, you're gonna have to do checks on your way in. Hoy's only at 4 with 1 blueprint at this point in time. He is gonna probably trophy flip up here, or maybe he'll do the twirl version. I think that's much more likely. Oh, or not. The trophy flip lover, Hoyetly, refusing to trophy flip? What is this?
All right, Hoyetly about to find out the bad news that he has to go to caves. Yeah, you can see her. Oh no, Cam forgot to take Orb too. No.
I think Cam is always going to do tiny 5-door temple. He just needs the GBs. It's very important. The question is, does Cam do tiny temple? And
I mean, he was wanting to use Warp 2 right there. So I get the feeling he's going to. Like, he's not going to have 9 GBs after he does this.
Well, he'll get sacks and he'll get a GB at the back here, which with 2 blueprints is actually 9 for him. Both those blueprints are dumpable. So he can just leave this and say, oh, I have 9. I'll go right into forest to try and do forest tiny metal, not realizing there's a key that he's left behind. I think if he doesn't do that, then we're basically like even with Hoy having a little bit of a routing advantage. But that's about it.
All right. Are you going to be buying the bean, Hoyetly? Don't let us down. Don't let chat down.
Exit level indicates to me that Cam is going to go do Tiny Temple. So we're probably spared from a situation where Cam is leaving behind Key 4.
It appears that we have both players buying bean. Congratulations.
Oh my. Double bean seed, no sight of rabbit yet? This is travesty.
All right, this is something that Kamerson could not do when they were here.
Yeah, I mean,
see,
or would have had to do with Twirless, which no one really wants to do.
Dang, just 2 fairies and that's it. Something interesting to point out here. The Fairy Queen does give you a golden banana, so if Hoyetly somehow finds one more, then there's another golden banana for him if he's short.
True. That is actually kind of useful. It's not like a game-changing value, but given how hard stuck we are for getting to 9, and then 47, 46, past that, it's almost kind of really useful. Also, you gotta imagine that... Okay, go ahead.
This was hinted dead, but like, you're going to get progression toward Tiny's metal here. So like, doing this isn't a terrible idea.
Yeah. You need to do this for GB stuff anyway, because as we said, there's like a couple of levels.
Oh, that's a classic right there.
Finding nothing but melons and fairies in a level when you desperately want GBs. That's the Donkey Kong 64 way, isn't it?
It's always the Donkey Kong 64 way. Kamerson, fortunately, being able to navigate his way here. He's going to be able to get this. We'll see how long it takes him.
Wow, the delay in our timer is like extended quite a lot. This is like 2.5 minutes of different time between the two of them. Like Hoy is
I'm pretty sure Hoy's timer is wrong. I'm just gonna ignore it.
Okay, that's very possible.
Nice. Great job, Hoyetly. We have 5-door temple is 6-8, I think I saw.
Yeah, 6-8 free comms. So that's saxophone.
Makes sense.
Okay. So we're thinking what, like maybe like Diddy and 5-door Igloo somewhere?
Yeah, I do want to see. I want to see Hoyetly go over to 5-door Igloo here.
Or maybe Diddy's on top of Creme Island on Sax Pad right next to Lanky. It's a Kong party.
Alright, so we haven't seen the top here yet. Nope, that's just a banana medal, so that's whatever.
Did Cam get the saxophone hint? I know that Cam got saxophone, but did Cam do the little kick slide up to get the hint on top of Lanky's cabin?
No, they did not.
Interesting. So Cam probably gonna push into Forest, given that he doesn't know that there's Kongs hidden behind saxophones. Now, no guarantee that it's a saxophone check this early. It could just be like, well, it can't be diving lock, so it won't be like 5-door ship or anything, but it could be... Actually, hold on. Wait, what checks can be saxophone locked that aren't accessible to us right now? Not a lot of them.
Can't be a lot of saxophone checks, can there?
No, like, because we already did Cabins and Cabins is Dead. There's the 2 inside the Igloo.
It's also Creme Isle,
which we can do. If we found Grape, it could be Anthill. Or Beanstalk. Oh no! What if it's Beanstalk for Donkey? And not Forest Tiny Metal?
Yeah, I think someone in chat was trying to cook that up, and I think that could be a thing.
We are 1 move away from it, because we have Bean. We just need to find Pineapple. If Forest Tiny Metal is Pineapple, it's really on the table. and as a result would be a true Sarah Seed.
We're somehow pretty short chunky coins right now. A lot of very expensive chunky related items you have to buy early on.
Yeah, that 7-coin key and Aztec, and then lot going on there.
Minimum get 6-8 chunky tiny free Kongs. And with that, it kind of confirms our K-Rule fight now, which is Diddy Tiny Chunky.
Yep.
Alright, this wasn't Diddy, but that was 2 additional gold bananas.
Yeah, I don't hate that. Hoy was going into Forest, and I think just had the thought, what if it's on top of Creme? Little chunky wine cart for the fans from Cam.
Alright, we just cleared a lot of the saxophone checks already, so like... Beanstalk is looking more and more likely.
I'm very suspicious of Forest Tiny Metal being Pineapple and then Beanstalk being Donkey. That would be horrifying.
Chat would love it though.
Oh, chat would absolutely love it. It could also, for the record, be like Grape or something like that, and then we have Donkey on Anthill instead.
What is Hoyetly doing here?
Rushing 10 GBs to push Forest Tiny Meadow first.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you can get the bananas here. Makes sense.
Yeah. I think Hoy's pathing here is going to be this, and then head back there, make it night, swim for 17, hit the balloon, and then when he goes back over to the mushroom, get the other balloon for 47. And that's just an easy way to route it in. That's like our third rainbow coin. We are swimming in monetary value, this seed.
I feel like we're now starting to try and pick up the pace on GBs a little bit.
Yeah, I actually am of the opinion that in one of these 3 levels, three levels we have access to, Forest, Caves, or Aztec, we are going to find Key 5, simply because levels 5 and 3 being so heavy, I don't think we can get to 46 or 47 with just those 3 levels right now. Maybe if we find all of our Kongs, it might do it. That could be a possible thing. But it really almost does feel to me like we're going to have to find access to the other 2 levels before we get into Castle and or Galleon. Yep, so here's Hoy taking this route a little early.
Oh, that's guitar! What?
Okay, so that's fine.
Man, everyone was just wrong. Flat out.
So... interesting. So
hey, there you go. There's Key 5.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, look. What can I say? When I'm right, I'm right. And I've been right a few times. But what's interesting is, so Sax isn't like required for a Tiny Metal, and possibly Feather isn't either. If Punch is available, we could be either oring there. So there's no guarantee that for a Tiny Metal is like on the same path that the Feather hint, or sorry, the Mini Monkey hint was, is what I meant. Mini Monkey could be excluded in either or if Punch was around. Or if Grape was around, Grape Feather diving is sufficient as well. So it's very possible that Forest Tiny is just being hinted because, hey, guitar's needed for Helm, there's no extra pathing required for that guitar. Guitar, Way of the Horde is satisfied on its own just by the virtue of being guitar this seed. So we're probably looking for Grape or Pineapple, and with that in mind, because Key 4 is where it is, and because Key 4 doesn't give us an actual activatable level, it feels almost like it's more likely to be Grape, because Grape was for Key 4. I don't know. What do you think? I'm a little suspicious of our GB counts and access. And I think Key 5 might help us with more hints.
So yeah, levels 6 and 7 is going to be Japes, and it's going to be Factory. So like that's going to be a massive amount of checks that you can just do. I'm honestly, like, you can say sus, but like, I'm just not really concerned about the GBs at this time, now that we know Key 5 we obviously just got, and we know that Japes and Factory are just right there for the rating, so to say.
Yeah, it likely to be a pretty big GB explosion as a result of that. And with the hints that those levels come to us with, this seed has been very consistent with putting keys on one side of a level for a Kong to buy, and then like 5 minutes later, after you climb something or traverse the entire level, you get the hint that tells you exactly where it is. It did in Aztec with Key 2 as well.
What is this? Oh, they need that.
Only the strongest Way of the Horde item, third melon. We have a bingo in chat already at like 30-something minutes. Holy.
Hey, y'all need to make some better bingo boards. No one should be getting bingo in 30 minutes.
Right?
Like after the Blitz tournament, someone's got to revisit the goals.
I'm looking at you, OGN. Oh, and OGN's like, I've only got 3 squares, and they're not connected. Poor OGN.
All right, we're checking out level 7 here.
I wonder if the sea will force us into one of these levels, or if we'll have enough GBs to just access both, and you get to pick.
Jape's level 7. Only 11.
Okay.
Okay, well that's useless.
Nice hint.
That was for Tiny.
So Cam's not even gonna check the level 6 door.
Ammo belt 2. We've got finding all the fun ones now.
Look, quality of life potions are on the way at the Horde because they just make your life easier, and that's what we're really looking for here in Donkey Kong 64 speedruns.
Rank sprint sighting.
Let's go. Piece 1 of my Infinity Gauntlet has been achieved.
But where's Grape?
That's what I'm saying. We know Grape has to turn up because key 4, it was Grape locked.
Yep.
The real kicker here is where Trombone is.
OJN says he takes pride in his mysterious and important work.
The mysterious important work of maintaining the bingo boards. You know what? I feel that. Like
well, key 4 unlocks Gallon, which is 47 GBs. I don't think either player is super concerned about knowing where Grape is at the moment, because, like, as far as we know, it could just be anywhere at this time.
yeah, and like it doesn't have to be particularly hinted. Like we know it's gonna be, we know it is way of the Horde based on what we've seen, but that doesn't mean it's like of a particular interest to us in the game right now, without a hint telling us exactly that we're gonna need it.
What is this bee?
Dude, I will never understand runners who don't hit that switch and then stare at the grate and spam every single bullet they have at it until everything dies. Because if you let anything out of that cage, it is going to make you pay for it. And never again. Could not be me. Will not be me. That all being said, that bee had it up for Hoy. That bee was zooming, wearing the bunny hood.
Sounds like you had a bad experience with that gold banana once.
Oh yeah! No homing ammo. And it was right after you guys introduced flies into the game as a changeable enemy. So I think like when the season 4 dev site first came up, and it's like, oh, flies. And then these, like, it was like 3 of them. They all zipped out and they went to corners of the area and would not be found. They were just zipping around like crazy.
There's an interesting check here on the boss room.
Boss check. This is interesting. You know, anytime you're in a 1v1, you do always feel a little bit like, hey, what is ahead of me and what will my my opponent not do? Donkey's found by Tiny in this area, so it's not this, unfortunately. But was a check for possibly Donkey was my thinking?
Well, he wasn't there.
No, no, he's not.
Besides one potion, that was third mushroom. Or third melon, sorry. What is this, Iron Mario? No.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Call up Barry95 on the phone.
Known Iron Mario champion, Barry.
True. So Hoy also says, I ain't checking level 6, I don't care, put me inside Japes. Can't say I hate it. I'm not usually of that persuasion. I'm like, if I want to see what the GB for factory is, get the level hint, the lobby hint, and possibly even just go into factory. I kind of prefer factory to Japes, especially with the Kongs we have. But I don't blame them for just saying, oh, a level I can enter with GBs? Sign me up. Count me in.
So just as an interesting noodle of information I want to throw out here, we need, for Go mode, we need to know where Rocket Barrel is, we need to know where Hunky Chunky is, we need to know where Prime Punch is, we need to know where Vines is. That's it.
Well, and key 6. We don't have a key 6 hint. We know key 7's in surroundings, but we don't have any hints. Oh no, we do have a key 6 hint. It's for
it's behind Sax somewhere.
Feather. Oh no, it's Sax and Mini, right?
Yeah, Sax is locking something significant we don't know yet.
Yeah, Mini said Mini was on the path to 6-8 Chunky, Tiny, and Kongs, and then Sax was on the path to 6-8 Kongs. So, are there what Mini Sax overlaps are there? There's the Anthill, there's the Beanstalk, anything else?
I feel like Anthill, and it's gonna be Anthill or Beanstalk. I feel like those are the only two answers here.
Oh, but Mini also locks Sax in the 5-door temple.
Yeah.
So it could just be any Sax check. But we are running low on those too.
Oh, Aztec Beetle Race.
Aztec Beetle Race.
We do have Chimpy.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Testing areas 4 and 3 Kongs.
So that's grape. Ah, that's grape.
Hey, well, we found where grape is.
And Donkey's on a hill. That's what's going on.
Gallon colored bananas is 7. Now we have 2 path the only key 7 hints.
Which color bananas for 7?
Gallon colored bananas. Oh, there's Diddy right there. Wait, no, it's locked by DK.
Donkey. Okay, so we gotta get the testing, get grape, go get Donkey, run back, get Diddy. We have family. So the real question is, how fast is Cam? Ooh. What did that hint say?
Oh, that was the Banana Fairy's gift.
Oh, I see.
Which, of course, we know that is.
So Cam, for the believers who want to see all Kongs got my 45, or it's an hour for on the bet right now. Is it 45 still?
45 for what?
The bet the bet for
it's an hour.
Mode. It's an hour. Oh, okay, never mind. This is unless testing has a really bad move, which I'm not sure what it can even be. That's really bad at this point. Yeah, we can get everything in testing that isn't, like, impossible based on logic. So yeah, this should be a pretty easy Believers win. Keyword should. We could find something like, I don't know, O-stand or triangle in testing, and then it's a chain to try and find grape or something, you know? And so both the runners are kind of in that state of GB collection, super, super, super important here. 20 GBs away from getting into a couple of important levels. Castle, we know, has key. What was the 8 and Diddy hint again that we saw? The very first hint we saw?
Factory R&D. Okay,
and then 1 R&D potion. And we know it's not... Actually, that's really interesting. We know it's not Mini Monkey, so if it's not on the...
It's probably going to be Diddy's, right?
Oh, for
R&D, yeah. Because like there's nothing, we have nothing else even close.
Yeah, it could be Kasplat. If it's Kasplat or that, we're in a good spot. If it's not, we're looking at what, like number game? Probably, I don't think it can be the toy monster with all the chunky hints that also don't also say Diddy on them.
Yeah, that doesn't line up.
So yeah, it has to be those two. I don't think it'd be that one. So the bad one there would just be if it's on Piano Game.
And I mean, even if that's going to be for Rocket Barrel, which almost certainly is going to be, you can just get the hint in Helmet anyway. Like worst case scenario. As long as that's not also hinting toward Vines or something too.
Yeah, Vines is one of those equalizers that can happen in these settings, right? So much is on the path to Key 8 in season, well, 3, and as a result, 3.5. And with Vines being the way they are, no longer protected by SLO protections, they have become quite the little elusive gremlin, you might call them, because they like to hide inside the path to 8 paths that exist otherwise.
Well, Factory Color Bananas is something, but Cam is way too fast, so...
That was Factory Color Bananas to Foreign Kongs.
Well, there we go.
So... Oh. Uh-oh. Wait. The only... Okay, so the only...
Simian Spring?
Balloon.
Oh, there's Balloon. So it's the lanky check then.
Yeah, it's the lanky check. It's the lanky barrel. Okay. All right. Okay.
All right, everything's fine, chat. We figured it out.
That could have been really bad. It turns out not that bad.
Yeah, for like 5 seconds there, it was like, oh no. Here's a potion. Cam is gonna do this vanilla.
I mean, yeah, like... You could twirl over with Tiny and backflip, but you might as well just...
Oh, thank goodness Kuiper is not still in the tournament.
I think even Kuiper can handle the 4 fly one. It's when you start getting to 10 flies that you start to really regret your life choices.
There's Grape.
Okay, so no big issues. We can pretty easily now go get Donkey and then go get Diddy. So we're not gonna have any problems there. Hope if we find Rocket Barrel just on the Kasplat here, there's not that much that's blocking us anymore.
James Diddy Medal.
James Diddy Medal, okay. Are we? I don't want to say the curse words. I don't want to give the bingo people. Okay, all right. Doesn't exist there. It's not in the Kasplat. Cam, no! The potion.
Rip.
So for anyone watching, because there's only one potion here, and that potion has to be the Diddy phase, the only thing that this could be, because we know where all Kongs are, could be a key. But the keys that are remaining don't latch up with this check because they need to have sacks on them or be in 7. So yeah, this is a completely dead check. There it is. So not that big of a waste of time, like 20, 30 seconds. But definitely something that, like, if you are thinking about it in your head, you can skip. You can, like, be like, nope, never do that check. Unless you're, like, really hungry for GBs, which I guess kind of we are. I don't know. I don't know if I ever want to do car race for a GB, though.
All right, we're back in forest. Cam is going to opt to not search further here.
Yeah, he's just gonna run and get the donk. Get the donk.
My favorite bee in the game is starting to turn slowly into that one. Everyone hits that bee. In factory.
Yes. Yeah. Whether it's a bat, a bee, a fly, doesn't matter. That flying enemy on that pole up the testing is my nemesis. All my homies hate that hate that enemy. Dirt cabin. That's the gorilla gone hint. Okay. So we still clearly have some things outstanding, but does it feel to you like everything kind of just falling into place with like several outstanding hints that we haven't seen yet?
Yeah. I think as long as like as long as the runners follow the progression we've been talking about, it feels like there's not going to be any issues, but obviously you never know.
Right.
Oh god, the cop right there. There is Donkey Kong.
Run back to factory, get Diddy, run back to Japes, get Japes Diddy medal, see what that is, and then progress from there, I guess, right?
Yep, and Hoyetly also using Baboon Balloon to get in. Cam coming back in here, presumably just to buy DK. Maybe he'll go back to R&D. Not sure yet.
I think you do. I think when you buy Diddy here, you go, okay, there's 2 reasonable checks that can be left. One I don't have access to, and one I definitely do. So, buy Diddy, go up to R&D, triple check the world you're in, see, like, you know, if it's just there or if you're gonna need trombone, and then go over to Jake's email. The other option is you go to Jake's email when you come back, because maybe you think, oh, what if Jake's email is trombone? But I think that's a little silly, because, like, you'd be leaving factory to go somewhere and then come back to factory. So I think you just go up and just do it. Also, GG to the believers. 10 minutes to spare on that bet.
All right, will Hoyetly go to Diddy's? No, he will not.
Well, Hoy doesn't have Diddy yet.
Dang.
Hoy just got grapes, so Hoy's gonna have to go over and into forest. Or he's gonna check the grape cage first.
Factory R&D Hintor is Japes Diddy Metals Wath.
Yeah. Alright, so Cam is actually going to go up here and check this, which I think is the right call. I think this is almost always the right call.
There's only, what, a few minutes difference here? Pretty close.
Yeah, and GB-wise, they're also very close. Hoy's ahead by 1 GB, and Cam is ahead by, like, 3 blueprints. So it's like 2 GB difference in Cam's favor. And there's Rocket Barrel Boost behind Charge and Guitar. All right, so we're set for Helm, besides Vines. And so we are missing 3 moves. It's Punch, Hunky, Vines. That's it. And well, if you want to count 30 some odd GBs as a move too, then that's your prerogative.
Cam is going to be going back into Japes here with all the Kongs. Obviously, we know that Diddy medal is Wath, so he's going to be getting, hopefully, that medal.
This kind of has a Vines feel, but if the seed is going to be complex, this is the place where it's going to be complex. We really want this to be, for anyone cheering for like a nice long complicated seed here, we really would like this to be something silly like trombone or pineapple or like, you know, coconut, right? Like something with a lot of outcomes that could, you know, have several different problem things, you know, something like that. Also, Japes just has like a million GBs if you have peanuts, right?
Indeed it does. Now, what's this hint?
Great question.
Foolish hint.
SO foolish. Not terrible. Have you ever been caught by a cop inside the anthill? I have taught myself to frame one, play an instrument as soon as I land there. Doesn't matter if I have to swap Kongs.
I don't believe I have, actually.
I feel like the game gives you like a grace period of like a second or two before like the you are catchable. I'm not sure if that's true, but I feel like the cop has like looked at me before and while I've been like about to play my instrument.
Or maybe that specific one is just blind. I don't know.
True.
Primate punch. You do need that.
We definitely need that. It does also mean that the hint, the mini monkey hint that says chunky K rule on it, near certainly goes to hunky, right? We started with peanuts, and peanuts is all you need for Jape Diddy medal. Diving would also work, so it's an either or, so that one's not locked by really anything. And Gorilla Gone is just locked in a check that is sphere 0 effectively because of key assumptions. So checking every mini check in the game until you find hunky is kind of on the menu here. Then just look for hints that you haven't seen, hope it tells you where vines are, and end your seed. Some bad outcomes if it's behind either of the dartboard checks we need to slam.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where to go next. It's going to be caves.
Don't blame him. I think Hoy did both the mini checks in this level already, so we know they aren't anything.
This cheeky little damage boost here you can get this golden banana with.
Cam had twirl, and probably could have done the troll trick too, but I think Cam was style pointing there a little bit. Can't say I even blame him.
All right, looks like we're going to see Hoyetly also getting, what was this again? Rocket Barrel. Yeah, we're gonna get Rocket Barrel here.
Yeah.
Probably going into Japes after that for Peanut. Cam looks like he's just collecting GBs at this point.
Yeah. Which, I mean, given how few things left you have to do, just any fast GB that is in your way is a good check to do. Especially because it gives you time to think about where you want to check with the hints you have. And also, going back into caves, I just realized you just got punch. There's 2 hints here you couldn't get before that can tell you more. So, as well as like a lot of GBs that like weren't here before. Because Cam, unlike Hoy, just didn't have the moves at the for Tiny at the same time that you to do all these checks. So Cam's gonna be going through like a lot of the Tiny checks here that didn't actually provide a whole lot of GBs. A lot of fairies and metals and melons. But also 2 hints from Chunky. So pay attention to those at least.
Hoyetly checking out Castle. I think this is the first time he was up here.
He went in, got the hint, and then left. He didn't trophy flip or go check how many GBs it takes to get in. And earlier I said, Hoy, the trophy flip lover, leaving. And now I'm realizing Hoy just didn't want to do it with Tiny or with Twirl. Wants to do it with Diddy. Famously says it's easier with Diddy. I do not believe him, but he rarely fails it, so...
I mean, whatever's easier, right?
Yeah, whatever's easier for you is the way to go, but...
Unfortunately, Hoy finding out he is very short. I guess not very short, but short enough where he can't answer, obviously. Going to Galleon.
I wonder if Hoy didn't see the amount here. Oh no, Hoy's just gonna grab the peanut cage and keep moving. Oh, no. Hoy's trying to find a new level. Sorry. Not happening.
35 is less than 47, chat. For those who can't count, which includes
I thought math
me.
was banned. I thought math was banned.
It can't be banned if you don't know what you're doing, like me.
Ooh. Here's Cam getting the Sax hint 6. So this is going to help Cam find Q6. I think this is some important information that he did not have before.
Yep.
So Hoy is saying, I'm not going to Japes for Japes Diddy Medal. I'm going to go to Caves?
No, maybe he's going back.
Oh, he's just doing Isles checks. He's want to get LeBron. Got it.
And as we all know, you definitely don't want to get LeBron.
For anyone watching on YouTube at home or in the stream who doesn't know what that means, I refer you to the tweets and blue skies of one Alta Biscuit. I don't know which Alta tweet LeBron one is, but you know. Oh, there we go. We got a glossary of the terms.
Yeah, there's a glossary on the DK64 wiki now.
That's actually really useful. Hold on. So Hoy chooses Aztec for GB hunting. I wonder if he just forgot that Japes Diddy Medal is a thing? I'm not sure.
He definitely read it.
Yeah, I know. I saw him read it. So the LeBron reference is referring to a meme of LeBron in the NBA Finals holding his hands out in disgust towards his teammate. I believe it was JJ Redick at the time, who made a very bad decision with what the shot clock was. J.R. Smith, thank you. New star with a J. And he was very upset with the outcome of his decision based on the shot clock, and so he is looking disgusted and annoyed, and the other half of this tweet is referring to being disgusted with yourself for forgetting something left on Isles because you were not checking that particular check. So it is leaving something behind in Isles that you could have checked for a long time but forgot to go back and do, essentially. That is what we call getting LeBron.
Oh, it's Coconut Shooter. That is completely unhinted. It is behind
but it's
Rocket
certainly
Barrel. It's
Yeah.
definitely possible it's Path to Key 8 for Vines, right?
Yeah, that's the one thing it could be for sure. Hoy, you came here. You brought up the thing. You know, Sax and Minnie are on the way. Check the beetle race, Hoy. You go into Aztec, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna check all these things for GBs, and you don't check the one check that could possibly have key 6 in it? Oh, man. Come on, dude.
Well,
if key 6 is there, I'm not letting you live that one down.
oh, there's a slamming helm.
Uh-oh. And we've checked quite a lot of crystal caves, so not a lot of checks left there.
Yo, Beetle Race.
Beetle race, smile.
All right, Hoyetly finally getting Diddy's medal here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Cam, I think Cam gave him Gomez. He's just gonna dump into the next few levels.
I think you're right. I think that Cam wants a new set of hints that is hopefully going to tell him where to look for Hunky and Vines, and yeah, I think that's just the reason, right? Like, I mean, there's other GBs, new fresh levels. We're probably going to see Castle before Galleon, right? Especially with the Foolish Outskirts.
Two quick GBs in here for Hoyetly. Meanwhile, Kamerson now has enough GBs to enter any level he wants.
Agree. Three quick checks in here for Hoy, because he gets to do Lanky's medal on the way. That Jape spawn put you right on top of the Lanky.
He
hill.
didn't get the. Oh, he's just.
He's resetting. He's resetting. I taught him this one.
It always sweat a little bit when someone leaves there without getting fair, because I did that once and I lost a race because of it.
Yeah, and then I was on comms and named that ferry the Crazy Taxi Ferry from now on, and it's still the Crazy Taxi Ferry.
You can't come with like a shorter name, like the BD Joe Ferry. I don't know.
I'm down for that. I could also call it the Yeah Ferry if you want. Although that requires 5 yeahs, right?
But people like the yeahs.
True. Some people will be more incentivized to say it. You know what?
Galleon Chunky something was Wave the Horde. I just missed it.
Ooh, same. Cannon game. We need barrels and pineapple. Okay, the seed's got jokes now. Let's go. We're no longer bad.
Time to strap in, chat. Sarah came through again.
I was out here about to be look, I've been holding back my desire to call this a jet seed for like a while for the sake of not cursing my two very dear friends here. But it's no longer my fault. We're not in a jet. We're in a bad spot because barrels without lanky phase in 3.5 is awful. It's so hard to find. So difficult to find.
All right, well, we'll see what happens here as Hoyetly is still going to not dump, it looks like.
Yeah, Hoy's just gonna go do some of these like punch
Oh,
checks
he almost also tweeted there, but he didn't.
Yeah.
He changed his mind.
Okay, we have a
well,
stand.
Get out of here, dude.
Oh my god, I saw the emote that Sarah has. It's a literal strapping in emote. What is happening? That's such a great emote. So Cam's at an effective 53, and Hoy is at 950. So they are on the exact same move count with the exact same key count, 3 GBs between each other. And that cannon game could be a lot of things. Like, it could be key 6, it could be could be hunky if we find the right things in the right places.
I don't think it can be vines. Can it?
It could be. The one thing it can't be is key 7.
Yeah.
Actually, well, if surroundings has barrels and another thing has the other key 7 hint has pineapple, and those two just combine only, and I mean only for key 7, it could be, but that seems really unlikely.
Dang, Hoy is dumping the full suite of blueprints here.
I'm a fan of that. It gives you more time to think. You're probably going to pick up enough GBs along the road that you might not even need to ever dump again. I think while you're here dumping, you may as well just be dumping. Unless you have like a Kong that has a huge amount that you can choose not to dump for a later point, like you don't need to. Like, I don't know. It's intricate. I also think 5-door ship is fully dead, by the way. Diving's on the path to 4 in Kongs. Also, is that a microphone following Cam?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, we are checking out some surroundings things more than likely. So we're going to go to the top here and then kind of work your way down is the usual strat here. We're not going to check the rocket barrel one because that's probably not going to be anything.
Yeah, rocket barrel.
The only thing that could be is vines, but like, I don't think that... Oh, there's trombone.
Let's go! It's here. It's in logic. It's time. He's gonna matter, chat. He's gonna matter. Also, the rabbit can be the light source underwater. I need a randomizer thing where I can have that always be the case.
All right. Well, as Sarah tries to make her rabbit work, we're going up into probably these 3 bandito checks here, which are pretty easy to do.
Diving the chunky unresolved. Trying to figure that out right now. It was 4 and chunky. Diving was.
Oh, and there's key 6.
Ah, there's key 6.
It was just that.
That's the sucks one. Okay.
So whatever Cam's doing right now, well, the treasure room's good for golden bananas, but like, he's not going to get anything for sure now. Like, he wasn't going to, but like, he's definitely not going to now.
Well, mini and diving are both on the path to chunky.
Oh, that's right. Oh, and there's barrel throw.
Oh, that's the 7. Oh no, it is key 7 on the thing. It is. It's key 7 on canning team. Pineapple is on the other key 7 hint.
Oh my. Wait, no, but that was galleon colored bananas.
Yeah, pineapple is on galleon colored bananas.
Oh yeah. Well, unfortunately, that means the bean is dead.
I think so, yes. Okay, so here's the thing. Which metals in galleon are don't always require diving? Because there's some of them that like you can get without diving. Those ones are the ones that you have to look at. Because any of them that always require diving cannot be on the path to key 7.
All right, time to vote the good old handy dandy DK64 Randomizer Season 3 Logic Infograph, created by yours truly, Psych.
Yeah.
I almost said the wrong name there.
Donkeys can be gotten without it. I know that much. Chunkies can be gotten without it if you have pineapple. Oh, but pineapple is the thing that you're looking for. So
yeah, it's DK Tiny Chunky are the ones that don't need diving.
But what if you don't have pineapple?
Then it's just DK Chunky.
Oh, DK Tiny, you mean. Oh no, but Tiny needs it for pineapple,
Tiny,
right?
yeah,
Oh.
Tiny needs pineapple.
Yeah.
She needs pineapple if there's no diving.
Right.
Gallon Caverns Key 7 once again.
Cavern C7, amazing. There it is.
Gigapath for Key 7, I guess.
So I think it has to be DK, which is really scary. No, actually, you know what? Because we have diving, it's not a big deal. I think it's always DK, and the game expects you to be able to find coconut, as we did, and so it's either orange. There's Baboon Blast. Oh God. Okay. No. It's just on DKs. It's just on DKs. Chat, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's just on DKs. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Oh wait, no. What is happening?
What? Okay, that's Baboon Blast. That one is Baboon Blast. That one's Baboon Blast. I told you, it's just on DKs, chat. Pineapple's on DKs. That one is to Chunky's phase. Oh, got it. Hunky Chunky is in the twirl locked, one of the 2 mini lock checks inside Aztec Llama Temple. There you go. Crossover with Baboon Blast and Mini Monkey.
All right, well, Hoyetly's got to get to Galleon soon, because, like, the longer he stays here... I'm presuming he's going to go there after this. I would be ideal, because, like, he wants to get all the hint doors.
Agree.
But, like, the longer he stays
Galleon?
here, then the longer he's on Galleon, the longer, like, the worse off he's going to be.
I agree with that.
Oh, there you go. There's your cook.
There it is. I'm right.
Not really sure what Cam's doing right now. Oh, checking there.
Yeah, I think he's looking for key 6, which is the big advantage that that Hoy has over him. Also, FYI chat, just because we know exactly where key 7 is, we've got key 6, we know exactly where Hunky is, we still don't know where Vines is. Vines is in the wind, somewhere magical. We don't know.
Where would it be?
On any 8 check that is hinted, which is a lot of them, basically read all of them. It's not diving locked, we know that for sure. It's not grape locked, we know that for sure. Which does mean that rabbit racing is dead.
Alright, that was a light clear of castle here, and we are going to see Hoy go Galleon.
Okay. I think if Hoy gets pineapple and blast, as we expect him to here, gets key 7, leaves and goes to Aztec, I think it's advantage Hoy. Because Hoy is only 6 GBs from Go Mode, which I suspect he will get from here basically no matter what. And at that point he will know he's just looking for vines. And hopefully that means he goes and checks all his hints and tries to find a hint that points towards vines, but I don't know what hints we're missing. Top of production, maybe?
Yeah, we never went to the top of production. Obviously, we can't check the vines locked one here.
Yeah. As for it, the Chunkies doesn't have anything. We're about to see DKs from going through here. Is this just what I think it is? Pineapple?
Yep.
There it is. Look at that. Look at that logic brain. Look at teamwork. Pulling up the little logic infographic based on the logical read I had. We got this. We would have killed this race, Tudos.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I didn't realize that Cam's boss portal was just like a straight up like his name with his little like avatar's glasses and stuff. That's so cool. I really have to do some custom art things for like the portals and snide pictures and stuff.
And you can do it too if you're watching this video. Just go to DK64randomizer.com and make your own seed today.
So someone in chat pointed out that Hoy does not have a coconut, and so they're saying he can't get DK's medal. They actually can. No, wait, can he? He needs a slam.
Yeah, you have to have a slam.
No, Blast will do it. Blast will do it.
Oh, okay, okay, I have it here. So it's Peanut Diving, Blast, Lanky, and Bongos?
Oh,
no.
Do you need to get in? Do you need to get into Bongos?
Yeah, no, you do need coconut.
So there's 20 on the coconut. There's 20 behind slam is 60. You can get 10 with Lanky and 15 underwater for 25. And Blast has, which we know where he's going to get in this level. How much does Blast have? 15? Yeah, I think he needs bongos to do that. You're right. So if he doesn't have coconut, he will need slam, and if he doesn't have either, he will need bongos.
This is Cam's to lose then.
I agree.
Just Cam finding that random coconut is going to win him this. That's crazy.
That's so unreal. Caves Diddy medal. Unreal.
Now, this is, of course, assuming Kamerson does find Vines. We have no idea where Vines is.
Oh, yeah. It's in the wind.
So the unfortunate part about this for Hoy is that he is going to want to chase Baboon Blast because he's never going to... He does not have access to good pineapple, obviously, so he won't know the lore.
Yeah, but he will see the hint that that says that there's a second one to Chunky Phase, and he'll know that pineapple is what he's looking for. So, oh yeah, but he could have a real bad outcome there. Oh, but Hoy does know there's a slam in Cave, so he might just end up doing Cave's checks and find coconut. That's a real outcome. Dude, it was advantage Hoy until it was exactly Donkey Medal, and now that coconut matters. I can't believe that coconut matters. Classic season 8, season 3.5 stuff.
That's like, it doesn't seem like it matters because that's going to be an either or.
Exactly. Classic season 3.5 either or nonsense.
Kamerson is going to stay in castle for now. Hoy is not collecting bananas. Do you not see the hint?
He's not been to the lighthouse side yet.
Right.
I'm just getting all those hints right
Well,
now.
he saw that one.
There's that one. Hoy's on 63 GBs. And Cam is also on 64 now. So they are done on that particular path. Cam is going to get all his surroundings checks, be able to get key 7, hopefully get key 6, and not forget to do the thing, the trash can. I can't imagine Cam will. So Cam is going to actually be the first one to enter Vine's looking mode, which is a rather large advantage. Also, either or for Galleon Metal. We started here, and either or for a hint that says Galleon CBs in this Blitz tournament. Where we started is where we finish.
Yep, absolutely. Pretty sure people are just gonna have nightmares about that qual seat to this day and further beyond.
It's okay. I still have nightmares about Kevin 4.0. Oops, Spider Boss. I was there for 4 hours.
I'm sure Spike still has nightmares about the 2.5 Blitz finals.
Yep. Okay, so here's where Hoy will see the Galleon to Chunky. So now he knows there's 2 there. There's barrel throwing.
Cam has acquired barrel throwing.
Will Cam do the sacks? No! Okay, I thought this might happen. This is what I was saying. I didn't want to wish it on him, but when you have an exact thing to go to, I mean, trash can is not your first thought for a sacks check, right?
No. All right, so this definitely gotten interesting.
Cam will have key 7, and Hoy won't. Hoy will have key 6, and Cam won't. Hoy's gonna know exactly where key 7 is, but not the means to get it, although he knows that a slam would just do it. And both of them are gonna be looking for vines. Factory Metal rewards 2 potions.
We only got 1.
Yeah, Baboon Balloon, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's a decent shout for vines as anything. Could be Factory DK Metal. Coconut is locked behind something on the path to 8. That works. Why not? Coconut's already useful for one thing. Let's just make it straight up required. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't be required because you have, what do you call it? Blast and Strong Con, right?
Sorry. I'm checking this mermaid checkout, you know?
Yeah.
All right, this should be key 7 unless there's like weird shenanigans.
Could you imagine if it was key 7 here?
Okay, there we go.
Good. That's pretty expected. But I would have lost my mind if it wasn't key 7 there.
Just good game just whips out bongos. Have fun with this.
Oh my god. All right, chat. We already have a who's gonna win poll. It's not an official poll, but I want to see who's got the casino brain, who's got the winning ticket, right? Where is Vines? Where is Vines swinging, chat? Give me your answer in chat right now. I wanna see who's got it. You can't just say Factory Metal. You can't just say Factory Metal. You gotta tell me which Factory Metal. I see Aztec Boss. I see Factory Boss. Oh, fine. Diddy Minecart. That's terrifying. Aztec Beetle. Factory Lanky Metal. Okay. Main character. So we're saying the saving the rabbit. All right, I'm in.
Stop trying to get on Ash's good side.
I would
I'm watching
say
you, chat.
I would say I'm immune to bribery, but I would be lying. I will take any and all rabbit appearances. Another bunny race, caves beetle race, helm lobby splat. All right, I got all these internalized, calculating, beep beep boop, and the winner will. I will scroll back up and shout you out, or whoever's closest. I got it internalized. Cam's going into the beanstalk area though. We haven't seen this yet.
Plant the bean for the fans.
Well, that's the thing. I think Cam is looking for key 6, right? So this makes some sense. Plus, there's a hint here.
Oh, that's a
Aztec
vulture
Vulture
race.
Oh, it's a Vulture Race hint! No, it's behind Pineapple. The thing that helps lock Pineapple. This is... Why? Oh, wait. No, that wasn't anything we had. Right? Right, because it was...
We didn't do vulture race.
Right, I thought that was coconut. No, it's not. Oh, that's just a thing. Is that just vines?
That's vines. That has to be vines.
It's path to 8, yeah.
Hoy's going to factory. Oh, never mind. Oh, yes, he's going. Maybe chasing that extra CV rewards in, but Cam is hot on the trail. In the correct path here to get vines.
That hint really helps. And of course the chat now all guessing Aztec Vulture Race. Watch it not be this. Watch it not be this. Watch it be another move that goes somewhere else. I want it to be spring now. I guessed Aztec, am I close? I mean, maybe. This could be triangle.
Was in fact vines.
Okay. So Cam's just looking for key 6, and he should be go mode. I mean, he does have to pick up Hunky Chunky, and I assume he knows where that is. I mean, he's gotten the hints that will tell him.
Yeah. But this is a sax check, so he's checking it.
I agree. Did you know that the Vulture's name is Factory, and that winning the race is kind of like winning a medal, so I kind of got it right? That's funny. It's true, my dad works at Nintendo. I think that coconut has genuinely been the difference.
Oh, absolutely. It's a junk item, rip. Very skillful collecting by Hoyer to get these bananas.
Yeah, I think he's thinking of the 15 in the dark room, chunky, or you can just climb here, I guess. That's what we're up to. We know that it can't be a slam or anything that frees him unless it's bongos. If bongos are on this medal, then Hoy is technically freed. He can go back to Galleon if he recognizes it, and get Pineapple, get key 7, get the hint, and then it's a matter of how fast does Cam think of key 6. It's not over yet, chat. Key 6 was on Tiny Trash Can in Castle.
Oh my god, it's always sniper, dude.
Every time. There's
Hunky Chunky.
Okay. Cam's looking for one thing and one thing only.
He is not going into castle, so it may be a bit.
Yeah, I think he's going into Japes looking for more hints. Hoy is now in Aztec. If Hoy gets vines without the hint, because I know I'm pretty sure he knows where to go for Hunky. It would be take a Herculean feat of just clearing everything in front of you for Hoy to find vines. But if he did, he could get a new hint. He might be closer.
Oh, there it is.
Well,
just got the hint. That's the seed.
That's
Wrap it up.
GG's.
The difference literally was that Cam got coconut. There's no other. There's nothing else you can really say.
Caves. Just caves. Diddy metal. Unreal. The pineapple gives you the hint that tells you exactly where to go. That pineapple, I mean, that or you find a slam, but like the fact is that one of those slams in Helm locked by the fact of what you're doing. So the only other slam is in caves. I think if Hoy had a chance to get back in this game, it was if he had run right to caves after doing all those medals in Galleon and been like, oh, it's on Donkey's medal because of the logic that we thought about earlier, and looked for the slam and had either accidentally come across a coconut or just found the slam. Either one frees him, right? And so, but that's really hard to think of, like extremely hard to think of.
Do one dump here, and Cam is on his way to victory.
And here is Hoy going into caves. I suspect that Hoy will find either coconut or slam just while he is pathing here. Go back, get donkey medal, get pineapple, get key 7, and that will likely be around when Cam finishes. Maybe like a little bit more time. Maybe he finds a hint in time. But yeah, that's pretty much game. Kind of just an unfortunate event. I mean, our runners traded the lead several times this race. Hoy had a better early game route that gave him some early info advantage. Cam just came back in the mid game with some really good movement and execution. That oh, he never saw that hint.
Oh wow. He just missed.
Never gone back to caves. He had never gone back to caves for the hint on the slam, so he never knew to come back here. Okay, never mind. Never mind, Hoy. Never mind. This wasn't even a choice thing that you had. Like I was saying earlier, it's a hard thing to even think to choose, but I don't think this was even a choice path that Hoy had. In my mind, I think this is just now a very clearly he needed to come get these hints, but.
Unfortunately, those hints are not worthwhile for him.
I think if he knew it was donkey medal and had put that together in the way that we had, the slam hint would have drove him to check every caves check.
Surprised he missed a few of these factory hints on his first. Oh, there's slam, by the way.
Oh my god.
Wait, who said Coconut Gun was in Galleon? Coconut is in Cave's Diddy Metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to see Hoyetly diving back in here for some more bananas. But yeah. this is in vain, basically, which is very sad.
Yeah, this seed hole comes back to Cave's Diddy Metal. Not hinted, not really directed in any real way, just a medal where you're... If you do it, you're in a great spot, and if you don't, you're hoping to find bongos or slam. And I don't know where the cave slam is, but we know the other slam isn't accessible. I think Hoy might think, like I thought earlier, that DK is accessible if you just do blast plus diving plus lanky. Unfortunately, I think it's 40. I don't think you need bongos. So I think there's 15 here. So 15, 30, and then 10 in the little on guard room is 40, and we need 45.
Yo, we're back in caves.
Okay. I think Hoy has finally pieced together the logic that we got when we first saw those hints, which is because of how diving is, it has to be DK's metal. Because of it being DK metal, you need coconut or slam or blast plus bongos, and he has a hint for slam. So just check in Galleon or in caves rather until you find slam. And or accidentally turns out you've come across coconut.
Looks like Hoyetly is hitting up Cave's bananas, which is correct. He's just gonna be a little too late.
Yep, just a smidge. Could you imagine with the white vial on this boss?
For the entertainment factor, would love to see it.
For Hoy's mental, you hate to see it.
Yep. The rainbow coin.
That's a rarer coin, I think.
It was a coin of some sort.
Yes, it's money, cash money.
All right, one phase down. Now, Hoyetly could just summon the coconut here, but he could also just get slam, which is why he's actually back here.
Yeah. Either one frees him, and so if we see him doing Diddy's Metal, we know that's what he'll end up doing. But it could literally just end up being he finds slam first.
All right, Kamerson's about to hit everyone's favorite spot. Tiny phase in K rule when it's the last phase and you have no idea where people are.
Yep, one of those classic moments of am I about to win and finish, or am I about to get sniped in like the final phase inside the boot? Fortunately, this time around, he has got nothing to worry about. Hoy's not even near it. Alright, he's gonna end up getting coconut here. Unless the blast course has a potion on it. That would be truly cursed.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna jump in that rocket barrel and get Diddy's medal and get coconut, and thus the bad news. Oh, I guess he'll get the DK's medal first.
Or just die, rip. Or we're just not getting Diddy's medal. Where are we going?
Great question. Suggestions in the chat saying, how about we delete Lanky Kong? Poor L Kong.
I'm just gonna smile. Oh my god,
It's on Beetle Race!
That's so funny.
Oh my god. That's not okay.
Oh man, Hoyetly might be pissed that Coconut Gun was just randomly on Diddy medal.
I think he should be. I think that's like... I think if you told him that Cam found that hint about the slams first, came here, got the slam, and that, he'd go, that's my bad, that's my fault. But randomly finding coconut and never having to think about it...
And that's GG.
GG's. 143-37. Good game to Kamerson. Congratulations on winning the Blitz tournament. Commiserations to Hoy, who put up a very good fight. Unfortunately, just not quite enough. We're likely going to have them in here for interview.
All right, I've instructed Hoy to finish the Beetle Race. All right, let's pull Kamerson in the meantime. Mornin, Kamerson, and GG's.
Mornin.
Congratulations on the Blitz tournament win.
Oh my goodness.
So, would you like to know how the seed went down in terms of like positioning wise, or do you think you like to know kind of a sense of it?
I mean, Hoy gave me an idea of it. He said he didn't find pineapples, and also asked where Vines was. So I'm assuming what happened was I stumbled into coconut for Galleon Donkey
That's exactly
medal.
right.
Yep. I was like, oh gosh, Hoyetly might be right behind me, and then I was like, I was thinking of like situations where like I could mess up, and like it was Galleon DK medal.
So the slam that gives you DK medal in the one that in Helm is obviously not accessible because of the way the keys are. The one in Cave is on Lanky Beetle Race.
Oh my god!
And
I didn't check Beetle Race.
And obviously Coconut is just on the Cave's Diddy medal that you found. So that really is the difference in the seed. Hoy was ahead of you, if only because when you got barrels, you guys went to the Galleon and Castle differently. He got barrels and key 6. You skipped T6 and were looking for it for a while, and so that was the only difference between you guys. You were you got bailed up by the hint. You probably would have gotten there eventually, but you kind of got the hint.
It was gonna be the next thing.
Difference.
Yeah, it was gonna be the next thing I did, because it was the only other saxophone thing that I could think of. But it kind of like I kind of pushed key 6 kind of in the back of my mind for that entire seed. That seed was a juggling act. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was
like I had to juggle finding like chunky phase, key 6.
So are you welcome in first off, Hawaii? Congratulations on second place. Commiserations on losing this match. Are you aware where Coconut is?
I have no idea where Coconut is now.
Coconut is on Cave's Diddy Metal. And Cam, just while he was looking for GBs while you guys were trying to get to 46 and 47, just happened to find it while he was hunting GBs.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what happened. I even though I wrote down for Helm Tiny Diddy, I misremembered as Tiny Lanky. So the rocket barrel to 8 in my mind was unfulfilled, and that's why I was going for rocket barrel checks in game while looking for GBs.
Oh no.
And I didn't even think until I was in Helm that getting Coconut helped me as much as it did for getting DK Metal.
Oh, so when you saw Aztec Lanky Vulture Race, or sorry, D Vulture Race, by the way, that's where Vines is, Hoy.
Yeah.
When you saw that hint locked behind Pineapple in the beanstalk area, you probably thought, oh, that's why Rocket Barrel is the 8, right?
Well, actually, shortly before that, I finally reread my Helm order, and it was Tiny Diddy, and I was like, oh, that's gonna cost me time, because I went out of my way to do some of these Rocket Barrel stuff, like Cave's Diddy Metal, and I was like, that probably just wasted me so much time, and I probably lost because of it, but apparently not.
I just got so stuck with Vines and Pineapple, and I realized I needed to find a slam.
because Pineapple locked the Vines hints.
Yeah.
What was Pineapple? Oh, wait, let me look at my notes. Pineapple was...
DK Metal? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a DK Metal.
I had to get a slam for that. Which is what the Beetle Race was.
That's crazy. Oh my goodness.
I got the runaround for sure. I also just whiffed on that factory hint, which really cost me.
Which factory one again, sorry?
The Galleon CBs to 7.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. I didn't realize you didn't see that.
Yeah, when I did the when I checked the Aztec Beetle Race, I was that was me looking for saxophone checks, completely forgetting that Rocket wasn't on the path to 6.
Can I just say for everybody in chat, I was also hoping that DK was going to be on the beam. Swear to God, everything was lining up for it except for Pineapple over Grape.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that wasn't going to be the case. I when I got that hint and it wasn't on Force Tiny Metal, I was like, okay, it's probably the Anthill, and I have to find Grape, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the hint for something in Factory CBs for 4 and free Kongs, I was like, oh well, it's dead. Unfortunate.
Yep. And yeah, I was I guess I never really figured out the diving chunky phase, but I'm assuming it just has to do with Galleon what was it? Lanky Metal? What was the one like that?
Yes, it would be Lanky Metal, not DK.
Okay.
Because if Coconut and Slams are available, then you can do it, right? Yeah.
Yes. It's Coconut, a Slam, or because you found Blast in the same level, Bongos would also give it to you. There's a 10 behind the on guard door, 15 underwater, and outskirts.
I was talking about the
Blast Force, and any 5 in the.
Actually, Blast is Lanky.
Right, Blast. Yeah, so Blast is. Yeah,
you can't use Blast in that case because that's diving lock. You had
because I was trying to
Grape. So what's that? 30 plus
Grape Punch
35. 30. Yeah, you have to have diving for Linkies.
What a race, though.
Yeah, Seed definitely hit me in the mid game for sure.
It hit me, I feel like, mostly in the later game. Just like trying to find vines. I was like, where's vines? Where's key 6? I feel like those two probably messed me up the most, but luckily
we were worried
that bailed me out.
vines wasn't going to be hinted, that like you're just gonna have to search all the 8 stuff. So when you finally got the Aztec Diddy Vulture hint, we were like, oh, that's like pretty much GG. But and then you like were looking around for other hints, and I was like, does Cam maybe not know like where to check for like for saxophone to key 6? And then you got the direct hint about it. I was like, oh, that's actual GG.
Unfortunately.
I mean, like I said, I was gonna the tiny trash can was the next place I was gonna go, but it was just funny that I got a hint for where the horde for it right after.
Nice.
Yeah, but that was another thing that I thought was gonna like lose me time was what if Hoy got key 6 like while he got barrel throwing, and he did, but it was just something else that cost him time.
Yeah, it was just the coconut and pineapple that hurt me.
Yeah, I didn't even realize just how lucky I got with that. Where a blunder ended up helping me because I went out of my way for rocket barrel lock stuff.
That's rando.
That's rando. That is indeed rando.
Did you buy the bean?
I did buy the bean, yes, of course.
The two of you. I said before the race started that the two of you were, if we saw it in the shop, the two of you would buy it, and then like 10 minutes in, I got immediately proved right.
If I saw it on a boss and I knew it was foolish, I would still get it.
No shot. Are you doing like a 2-minute cutout for Bean?
I will.
No
I will.
way. In a tournament grand final match, Cam?
In a tournament race, even if it's.
So Cam stands on business about Bean, apparently.
I've said this before. Like it has yet to happen. But if there is a bean on a boss, and I'll get it.
If you ever get bean on a boss against me in a tournament match and then beat me, I'm retiring.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of winning things, Cam, you now get the choice. You get to pick whether you want the third place bronze bean from your from the season 3 tournament results, or the Blitz tournament crown.
Oh gosh, really? I have to make a choice?
Yeah, you can only have one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Discord only shows one.
Suffering from success. Oh my gosh.
You don't gotta make a choice right away, but you do get to make the choice.
Oh man, if only the Blitz, if only the Blitz trophy was still a bean. I'll have to let you know.
Yeah. No rush on a choice there. And I just want to say, obviously, Hoy, you did a really good job. For a good while there, you were ahead. You had a lead early game because you chose to go back to Isles and get Feather before you went into first level. Then Cam caught up and kind of got ahead just based on time, like a minute between the two of you. Mm-hmm. And then you got advantage because Cam didn't get key 6 in the first path through Castle. So if you had Coconut going into Galleon with that medal, you would probably have won this. And so it really just came down like to minutes between the two of you, and who had Coconut really decided a lot. So nothing to be ashamed about at all. Very well played.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very well played.
Yeah. I'm glad it was at least somewhat close up until the end.
It was very close. A very, very good race.
Yeah, I was keeping like saxophone checks in the back of my mind, but I don't really associate saxophone with the trash can, which means saxophone must have locked homing somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
We said the same thing on stream. We were like I was like, is Cam gonna not do this? Because I don't really associate this check with that. And like, you wouldn't really, right? And then you laughed. I was like, oh, there it is.
I just realized.
Did you look at Bean?
I did not look at Beanstalk.
Do you think homing's up there?
No, I was about to say, I think homing might be Helm Tiny Metal.
No, that's a slam. There's a slam.
Okay, it is.
There's a slam in Helm, yeah.
Well, yeah, I know, but like the slam could be somewhere else.
True. I'm gonna look at the Bean.
Okay, you look at Beanstalk. I'm gonna look at Helm Tiny Metal.
I'm so curious. Deadly curious about this.
Yeah, I already ended my stream, but like I'm just going back through the seed and seeing what that white potion was because I obviously didn't bother with it.
Yeah. We can check the beanstalk for us on stream here, and you can check the helm.
There's not that many checks left.
There isn't.
Nor
I
do we
think
find
I like.
any items directly behind sacks in the
Yeah, I think trash
right?
can was like the only thing I was thinking of looking next for key 6. So
Oh, not on beam.
it's helm tiny metal.
No way. That's
So
only.
there's another.
So-
That's
there's
homing.
another white
So there's a
potion.
slam in there. Okay.
That's-
So funny. Was there one on the ferry? Potentially?
I wasn't paying attention. I don't think it was on the ferry, but I will. I'm just gonna fly through helm and see where the slam is.
That's actually...
Oh my gosh, there's a yellow potion on helm Linky metal.
Is that
That's bongos.
bongos?
That's
No
bongos.
way. So 2 of the ways, logically damned.
Wait, I
2
might
of the
need that.
ways.
I might need that to get the slam. Hang on, let me check. Let's see. I'm just going through all the rest of the helm rooms. Okay, it's not on helm donkey metal. Let's see. What about chunky? Which I don't have triangle, so if it's there, I can't get it. It's not a. Oh, it's not a chunky.
Oh, what about? Hold on.
It's gotta be on the ferry.
No,
I
I
just
know
must have missed
another
it.
sex thing, or homing area that it could be.
Wait,
You found
what?
the X.
Oh, right. I guess, yeah.
Oh, did you actually pick up the helm time mill, Cam, or just?
Yeah, it's.
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh wait, was that homing?
Yep, there was a white potion on one of the ferries, and I just did not see that.
There's a slam. Wow.
Time
Wow,
was homing.
dude.
On helm ferry was super simian slam for me.
So you had to go to you had to go without any fail to caves and either race the beetle or get Diddy's medal.
Yep.
The seed. Wow.
Amazing.
Well, honestly, another Blitz tournament in the books, everyone. Thank you for coming out and watching with all of us. Thank you to everyone who came out and supported these 2 runners. Thank you to everyone who participated in the Blitz tournament, from the qualifier to the entire tournament through the week. Thank you to everyone who's going to watch this on YouTube. Thank you to obviously the 2 runners who put themselves out on the restream today, and to the entire team behind, commentating and restreaming this. Nintendo Sarah for doing the race modding. Tudos for doing the actual restream and co-commentating with me. And what do you think, Tudos? We got anyone we can raid to?
Oh, let's see. Let's pull up the good old Twitch.tv.
Twitch.tv/directory/category/Donkey Kong 64.
Oh, this Hoyetly guy.
Yeah, probably not me.
Yeah.
Thank you though.
Hey, we're gonna go to we're rating the person at the bottom of the DK64 directory. I like the idea of that. All right.
Alrighty.
They are doing season 3.5. Let's go say hi, etc.
Okay.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning.